Hi, Linda here. We're ready to get going today with lower body stretches. And this will be basic chair yoga, meaning that we'll be sitting in the chair for most of the class, and it's going to be really gentle. So take everything at your own pace, adding more repetitions if you'd like to do more, or taking breaks and taking it easier if you'd like to do less. And maybe if you're just getting started, the main thing to remember is you are the boss of your own body and you should tailor this to suit yourself and your level of ability. So I'm going to meet you over at the mat, and all you need is your chair and your mat today. So I'll see you there in 1 second. Hi again. Be sure to have your chair set up on the mat so that your feet are able to be fully on the mat. And we'll start out sitting fairly far back on the chair seat, but without your back touching the back of the chair, keeping your spine nice and tall. And you can rest your hands wherever you like. And have your feet roughly shoulder distance apart with your knees going a bit wide as well. Start to pick up your toes, both sets at the same time. Lower them down and then pick up your heels. And keep going back and forth with this so that it feels like kind of a rocking motion, lifting up all sets of toes, lifting up both heels. And this improves the circulation in your feet and your calves. And let's do 3 or 4 more of these. You could inhale as you pick up your heels. Exhale as you put them down. Inhale as you pick up your toes. Exhale as you put them down, or however you'd like to do your breathing. And then bring your feet back down onto the mat. Bring your feet a little bit closer together now. Keep your calves parallel to each other. And start to squeeze your toes in as if they're clawing the mat towards your heels. So they're curving in a bit. Keep your heels firmly down on the mat so that maybe your sole is curving a little bit too, along with your toes. And then stretch this all out, putting your foot flat down on the floor, maybe giving your toes a little bit of a wiggle and reaching them out in front of you. And you can be leaning a bit forward with your upper body as you do this. Squeeze them in again, making sure each toe's doing a little work. The sole of your foot is curving up. And then you might start from your heel and gently set your entire foot right back down, connecting your sole and each of your toes down to the mat. And do this 2 or 3 more times. Just noticing these sensations. This will wake up your feet and toes and keep them supple. And these are so important for good walking. And if you can't walk well, that really limits you in a lot of other things as well. Now you can sit more upright, even lean back against the back of your chair for this next part. Lift up one of your legs, stretch your toes out in front of you, and then flex your foot, stretching your heel out. And your leg doesn't have to be up high, just a few inches off the floor or up as high as knee height if you like. Stretch this back and forth. This is another thing that will help keep your ankles flexible, as well as improving circulation in your lower body, keeping your veins healthy. Let's just do one more on this side. Stretching your toes out, reaching your heel out as you flex your toes. Keep going back and forth a few more times. And set that back down. Take a full breath here. And now with this next pose, you can still stay leaning against the back of the chair. This will also engage your abs a little, as well as getting your arms and legs moving, keeping them supple and stretching the joints. Bring your arms down to the sides, and then lift your arms up to shoulder height and your legs up to knee height. As you inhale, stretch them all out in front of you at the same time and hold your breath for a few seconds. And then as you start to exhale, slowly lower them down. Lift them up again on your inhale. Stretch out as you complete your inhale and then hold this for several seconds. You be the judge of that. And when your inhale's coming, slowly lower down. And on our last time, we're going to try and hold them up without holding our breath, but taking a few breaths. So inhale up, stretch out, allow yourself to keep breathing for several breaths. And then when you're ready, on an inhale, on an exhale, lower back down to the floor. Give everything a little wiggle, your arms and legs. And let's get ready to stand up. And take your chair, and you might like to turn it so that the back of the chair is facing towards you. And I'm going to show you this with my hands on my knees so you have a better idea of what I'm doing. So as you stand up tall, bend your knees, bend your hips, and bring your hands down onto your knees. Now, you don't have to leave them here, but this will just help you see what I'm doing. Step your inner knees to touch and your inner feet close to each other, maybe even touching. And as you're bent down like this, start to circle your knees to the side, to the front, to the other side, and to the back, so that you're making a small circle around this way with your knees. And you're also borrowing some movement from your ankles and your hips. And now I'm going to turn to the side. And what you can do with the chair is you could hold on with one hand if that makes you feel more stable. I do about 4 circles in the first direction you started in, and then switch and do another 4, going the other way. And then you might like to do 4 more in each direction. And then you can stand up and have the chair right in front of you in case you need to grab it. I'm just going to keep mine on this side so that you can see what I'm doing. Stand with your feet in a comfortable position, supporting you well. And with your arms at your side, as you start to inhale, lift your arms up and out to the side, bringing your hands above your head so that your back of your hands may touch or come close to touching. And then as you exhale, come back down. This is great for your circulation and breathing, very calming. And we'll add to this, as you inhale, lift up your heels, coming up onto the balls of your feet, lifting up to the top. And then as you exhale, lower your heels back down onto the mat. And continue this on for 4 to 6 more breaths. Try to breathe in and out through your nose as much as possible. There are times where you tend to exhale through your mouth, but whenever you can, breathe in and out through your nose. And this is our last exercise, ending our practice for today. I hope that you've really enjoyed it and felt some benefits in your lower body. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a great day. Take care. Bye now.